Good afternoon, everybody. This is Diggs. It's another beautiful day out here in the Pacific Northwest. Today, we're going to be talking about the fire element. Now, I've done a lot of videos in my time on dark element units and light element units. I never thought I would be talking about the fire element units. We're going to be asking questions kind of around the role of the fire element and if the fire element is getting to be a little too powerful on the global side. Let's go ahead and dig in. So for the last couple of weeks, we've been seeing fire slowly getting stronger, right? We've been seeing fire get Rain EX, which was extremely unexpected for us on the global side, right? We're definitely seeing the developers kind of adjust things and almost freshen them up, right? Like we know what's coming from the JP side, so sometimes it can be a little boring, right? Like you follow the routine, you know Black Rose Helena is coming, you're gonna pull for Black Rose Helena, you know Final Fantasy VII is coming. So getting these change ups with these EX units has been really refreshing. I'm curious though if it is going to end up offsetting the balance towards a specific element or not. And in this situation, we are talking about fire, right? And Rain EX is pretty strong. And we've just recently gotten King Mont, and we've also gotten a global first VC, which is now released in JP, which also gives, you know, some pretty powerful fire buffs party-wide to magic-based fire units. As we're kind of growing fire right now, I've been talking to other creators, specifically in the Intervisions podcast. We had Oron J and Umbra and Rindell, and we talked about the defensive orientation of fire. And as defensive as fire element is, there are many offensive options for people with fire elements if you've been a paying player. And these are options I do not have. I am a huge ass whale, and even I do not have the Crystal Chronicle cards that are required, the Final Fantasy XIV cards that are required, right? Like these are VCs that were, you know, limited time. They gave fire attack plus 35 in the situation of the Crystal Chronicles VC. They're VCs that are extremely powerful now, and there's no way to get them. So it's interesting because fire is both this really defensive oriented element right now, but it also has the capability to be really offensive and really rewarding for players who have been purchasing those limited time VCs. So when I'm thinking about the fire element right now, it's not like the dark element, right? Where dark and light is very much defined. You know, dark is always powerful. Light element is always powerful as well, no matter what. But fire element seems to have a spectrum on it that is really tightly connected with whether or not you pulled limited time VCs 6 months ago and whether or not you invested in them, right? And I'm looking at what might be coming in the future, right? We have potentially Summer Kitone coming out, which if she does come out, she'll probably come out with her 120. We are approaching that time where summer element units are going to be coming. No doubt, we'll probably end up getting like a Summer Kitone VC or some type of summertime VC because, you know, bikini vision cards are going to sell, right? Like y'all are going to go nuts if we have like 2 bikini units on the front of a vision card. They're going to do that. It's going to sell, right? We also face potentially new summer units being released on both the global and JP side, which could also kind of rock the foundation, right? We could see another fire element summer unit being released, which would just like, whoa, right? Like it would just change everything. We could see Christmas Mashery getting her EX form, which would suddenly make a defensive fire pierce composition pretty viable on the global side, which we have not seen very much of on the JP side. There's just so much potential power with fire right now. I'm worried what we're going to see is that we're going to see Christmas Mashery EX come out. We're going to see Kitone EX coming out. And we're going to have all of these other great units like coconuts, like Summer Lilith, right? Where, you know, this really awesome earth element archer unit might just get like downplayed and underplayed because there's so many fire units coming out all at once with fire VCs, with, you know, this kind of new EX world on global. I'm a little concerned. Now, do I think Gummy is going to do this? On some parts, yes. I do think they will do it. I haven't quite figured out how they're going to counter it yet, though. Of course, Black Rose Helena might be a little bit delayed. She might come out on time. But is Black Rose Helena still going to be the best unit with such a dominant fire composition? Or are you going to be running Black Rose Helena inside of a fire composition and she just kind of does her own thing and murders people with King Mont? I don't know. And I'm kind of interested to find out. You know, when we're looking at kind of all of the different EX units that are on the JP side, right? You kind of have to wonder, you know, what other EX jobs could they release early to potentially counteract this powerful fire elemental dominance right now? And honestly, it would have to be a water element EX unit. And so, of course, if we're getting Christmas Mastery, we're also going to be getting Christmas Victora. We are going to be getting more that's going to be coming out. And honestly, I'm a little surprised we're not seeing more dominance with water compositions right now as it is, considering that we got some very water-specific VCs right now, right? Like we got the global first Zazan VC, which gave the water slashing attack up. Very powerful. I'm surprised we're not seeing compositions utilizing that or utilizing like water compositions in that way. Maybe it's because of the dominance of 9S right now, since he was a free unit. And so you're running into both fire compositions with 9S in them, or like King Mont 9S Una, or 2B 9S Una, or Oron, right? Like there's, you know, like the water units are only really good against the fire units. I don't know. I don't really know where we're at or where we're going in global. I kind of like it though. I kind of like the way that everything is getting changed up. I like the way everything is shuffling around. I just am a little nervous that they are going to inadvertently, not that I don't trust Gumi, but I don't trust them. I'm a little nervous that they're going to create like an Omega Fire meta, which will be like the dominance of dark units, the dominance of light units, that will just be here for 6 months, right? Like, I'm a little nervous about that. And I love that they're releasing these EX units early. I'm a little worried. Like, I don't trust Gumi. And I mean, I have good reason to, I feel like, right? God, I mean, could you imagine if they, like, I feel like where we're at right now is like if they released Black Rose Helena next week, and then the following week they were like, hey, everybody, you know, we have that Ruin Stern EX on JP. We decided to release it on the global side as well. Like, people would lose their minds. And I feel like that's kind of where we're at with Fire right now, is where we're like, you want 2 more Fire EX units in the next couple weeks? I got 2 more Fire EX units for you. I also got this tower fire ring that's really gonna beef up your fire units even more. I know you want this. I know you want this. I feel like that's where we're at. So I don't know. Just my thoughts on Fire right now. Hopefully we'll see kind of things get shaken up a little bit. Maybe we'll see some more water units. Maybe we'll get the news is on and he will be a water element unit, which would be really cool. Anyway, everybody, if you do like this video, make sure to hit that subscribe button. Make sure you hit that thumbs up button. And as always, you can use my affiliate link, dig.gs/coins, and have a great rest of your day.